We're joined by Scott Abell, the head football coach at Washington Lee University. The Generals were picked number 4 in this year's preseason poll after winning the 2012 ODAC title. Coach, talk a little bit about last season, winning the conference title and also being named the coach of the year in your first year as the head coach in the league.
Well, last year was a special year for our program, and we're very proud of those accomplishments. And when you look back on it, you can really attribute the success to great senior leadership. We have a great staff that works with our young men at the university, and we're proud of that, and we're hoping that momentum will really serve us some good going into 2013.
Let's jump right into the offense. You take a look, and your offense is very unique, not only to the conference, but really to Division III, being more of a multifaceted option offense. Set a couple ODAC records last year, 4,000 yards as a team, over 500 yards in one game, both the first ODAC teams to ever eclipse those plateaus. Talk a little bit about what makes your key, what makes your offense key, having the players you need to get it done correctly.
Well, I think for any offense, no matter who it is, what you do, I think it all starts with your quarterback. And for us, Nick Lombardo just did a tremendous job last year in his first year starting quarterback for us, leading our offense and putting us into situations to score points and move the football. And then it moves transition from there up front. We're very blessed that Coach Colleton does a super job for us as an offensive line coach. We're very experienced up front. We return most of those guys. We're excited about it. And then having guys that understand their roles and are willing to be unselfish. You talk about a young man like Luke Heinzen who had the career he had, and in a lot of programs he's going to carry the ball 30 times a game, and for us he carried it 20 to 25, and because it's an option game, the ball is going to be distributed to many different people, and I'm proud of that. Our guys take that approach to it, that unselfish. We're going to do what is best for this team and this program.
You talked about Nick Lombardo and Luke Heinzen. They both eclipsed 1,000 yards for you last year. Nick's back this year, but Luke is not, and also Brett Murray, who was a big part of that option offense for you. Who are the guys that you expect to see or you're looking to replace that production for this year?
Well, first, I don't think it's fair to ask any of our kids to replace Luke Heinzen or Brett Murray. I mean, those are two kids that were very special to our program, had fantastic careers, really helped move Washington Lee football and move our offense to a level that maybe hadn't been seen at W&L. But I think some names that you'll see, step forward and carry the football for us, guys that have been waiting their turn. Austin Eisenhofer, who's a rising junior, who played quite a bit for us last year. Certainly wasn't the lead role in carrying the football, but I think you'll see his name a lot. Jimmy Moynihan, Luke Turner, who also played a lot. These are guys that got playing experience last year. We were able to get them some touches and some carries, and we're excited to see what they're going to bring to the table.
Switching sides now to the defensive side of the ball. Lost a couple guys from a pretty good unit last year, but you also returned several players coming in with some starters. You've got some all-conference guys that are back, Michael Unholz and Mitchell Thompson. Talk about what you expect out of those two gentlemen and who also we could see step up this year for your defense.
Well, I think the biggest things you expect from like Michael Unholz and Mitchell Thompson and Peter Party, those are kind of three kids that jump out at me that have a ton of playing experience and bring a lot to our defense. But leadership. We thought we took a really big step forward last year defensively, significant improvement. Our kids transitioned well into a new defensive staff, and we're expecting bigger things this year. We're expecting a bigger step, and we're excited about what our defensive players, our staff, and what they're doing on that side of football.
Thinking about last year and coming into this year, obviously winning the conference title, one thing, but then getting to play in an NCAA tournament game is another experience for the players. Talk about how that experience is going to help this year's players not only improve their own performance, but how they're going to be able to lead the new guys that come into the W&L program.
Well, I think it's all about expectations. And if you look at this senior class, there's 21 of them, and in their career, they're 17-2 inside the conference. They're 24-6 in the regular season in their career, and they've been to 2 playoff appearances, and you can't put a price on that experience. And I think the first thing that jumps out at me is their motivation in the offseason. The game up at Hobart kind of got away from us at the end, but they're the number 7 team in the country, and we were toe-to-toe with them for 3 quarters, and had some chances really to keep it a tight game and to make it interesting coming down the stretch, and just kind of got away from us. And I think our kids really understood why. We weren't quite as big, we weren't kind of strong as we needed to be, and weren't quite as physical as we needed to be. And I think they took that to heart heading into the offseason. And I think when we step on the field this year, I think it's a different looking WNL team. I think we're a little bigger, we're a little more physical looking, and I'm excited for that.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us today, and good luck this season.
Thanks, JJ. Appreciate it.